Now we continue learning Musar Yaimi, Erev Yom Kippur. What an incredible day to learn Musar together. We're going to try to get these Shurim up in advance so that everyone could prepare appropriately. And we're on page 53 of the article Mesilas Yesharim, in which he continues explaining that yesterday he taught us a twofold exercise. Number one, before you do an act. And number two, after you do the act, to analyze it. It says in Mesilas Yesharim, and there's a makar for that which I just taught you, a Gemara in Eruvin. A Gemara, a Maimer Chazal, that's very Yom Kippur pertinent. It's better for a person to not have been created than been created. But now that we're created, Yefashpesh b'maisa. Pishbosh, you have to search, you have to feel out your actions. Amri, Yemashmesh b'maisa. And some say not Pishbosh to search, but Yemashmesh, as we just said, to feel your actions. Says the Ramchal and explains that precise detail. The two ways of the Brisa, the Ramchal now teaches us how to learn the Gemara. When the Gemara says Yefashmesh, and then says some say Yemashmesh, says the Ramchal, the Gemara is teaching us an added dimension, two different things. Searching to examine the total action now which you did and think about it. Is there some part of the act that you did that shouldn't be done in the future? That there's a part of the action that's not fully on the right path, that's not fully in line with the commandments of Hashem. Because if you find such an action, you got to get rid of it. What's mishmosh? What's feeling? So number one is, was that action correct? Was that action on this right path? And number two is pishposh, feeling, mishmosh, feeling is within the action. Were there parts of the action which were not appropriate? Was there some motive? Was there some kavana which was not appropriate? Or some part of the act which was not good that I have to get rid of? This is like someone who feels a garment before purchasing. You feel the material. Is it good? Is it strong material? No, or is it some worn out, not such good quality material? So too is Yemashmesh. To examine the action with a real examination until the action is 100% pure and clean. And with this we conclude that what's the summary? Person has to analyze all his actions and monitor all his ways so he doesn't leave himself any bad habit, any negative character trait. The more that we're going to be thinking about the actions after we do them, we'll see, is the action appropriate? And within the action, were the parts that I have to get rid of? And says Ramchal, says Mesilas Yesharim, it's very important that you do this Dvar Yoim B'Yoimai, each and every day. Like what? What an important mashal. Like the great merchants, a big businessman, who constantly monitor all their operations. So they will not break down. And they have a time. Let's go over the day. Let's analyze what the business did. Not that just happenstance, haphazardly, how's the business doing? No. There's a great regularity. They have a set time to look into. How's the business doing? For the benefits are great, and the Mesilas Yesharim ends off here with an incredible mashal. How important we have to be, not just randomly, daily, to look at their actions. And again, we can't keep on saying it enough. Those who are together with us, learning Mesilas Yesharim daily, Musar Yaimi, what greater way to daily analyze our actions. Every day you go to the office, every day you look at your productivity. So too, each and every day we spend a few moments thinking about the ways we are acting, whether they're appropriate or not, and that which we could change for the better.